here we are in the shop. You can see the wall has been taken out. There's still electrical that was in the wall. That's still hanging out of the ceiling. We have to get ceiling tiles. I stopped at Home Depot yesterday and they didn't have any ceiling tiles there, so I'm gonna have to go to a hardware store or something to find it. But the sides have been patched up. The side of the walls where the false wall was attached, that's been patched up. We took apart that cabinet. I thought I'd be able to use it, but my husband said the hutch part weighed like over 200 pounds. It would have been, we would have had to hire movers to get that hutch part back up. So we just dismantled it. I'm going to use this, the bottom cabinets. I'm going to use this maybe for fabric and for some storage and stuff. But as you can see, I have started painting my green, my signature green color. Started painting that, and I'm gonna get as far as I can between now and when I have to go back home to Chicago. So this brown spot, that was where the cabinet with the hutch part was located. They couldn't even move it when they painted. They just painted around it. That's how heavy it was. It wasn't really even attached into the wall. We thought it was screwed into the wall, but no, the darn thing was just that heavy. So it didn't even get moved. So of course we gotta tuck these cables and electrical things back up into the wall. And then this is the rest of it. You saw parts of it, but this is with the walls patched, and I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with that flag. I like that flag a lot, but maybe I'll figure out a way to camouflage it or something. I have to get rid of that door. There's not really a door there. It's just the door that was here in this fake wall. The door is propped up against the wall back there. I have to see if I can find a home for it. Okay, that's it. I got to finish moving some of these cabinets. I'm waiting for Nancy to show up so we can move them and I can vacuum under there, and then my husband can get working on the flooring. That's what he's going to work on when I go back to Chicago. So next time you see the shop, the floor should be in. And if I play my cards right, if I can get this trimmed out, maybe my husband will roller it for me while I'm gone. That would be awesome, huh? So yeah, I don't like this pink color. I can't wait to get my green back in here. So, and look for an update. Nancy and I are going to go over some of the market finds. I don't know how far we're going to get through this stuff, but I'm going to try to do that and then get this uploaded to the website to give you guys an idea of what's happening. So hang tight for that, and look forward to you seeing some more action on this space coming soon. Hi, Flosstube.
Hi, Flosstube.
Cathy Roganella.
And I'm Nancy.
And we're here from Inspired Needle, and I apologize in advance for the terrible lighting. This is the best we can do. It's kind of overcast outside, and I thought this would be perfect with the white wall in the back, but the light overhead is kind of yellowish. And it's, like I said, it's kind of gloomy outside, so we're not really getting any bright sunshine. So, sorry, this is the best we can do under the circumstances.
I don't think they care about that. I think they're just happy to see us finally.
Hopefully,
it's been a long time.
Since Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. December, January, February. Yeah, almost 4 months.
Yeah, a lot has happened. Cathy will fill you in.
Yes, for those of you that don't know, I had to move out of my shop at the end of October, right on the heels of Galleria, followed by 2 retreats, and then I had to move. And actually, the last 2 weeks, I was at my retreat in Shipshewana, and I wasn't even there packing it up. I had packed up as much as I could. We let customers in the store, I think, till the 15th of October. Yeah. And then after that, it was like full steam ahead, pack, get it all boxed up. It got delivered to my house, to Nancy's house, and then I will spare you all the details, but we had to make a decision. We were trying to see if we could make it work rather than open up a another shop in Illinois because we were trying to get to Florida anyway. Actually, we always said we would be moving to Florida when the kids graduated high school, and that was 2 years ago, and we still haven't made it. So actually it's going on 3 years now. This May will be 3 years since I graduated. So had to make sure that, you know, we could get it all working, that the husband could work remotely, that, you know, this is something we really wanted to do. Mother-in-law getting, you know, needing more help. And so we just, everything worked out, and then that's when I just made the decision. Me and my husband made the decision. We just have to go. Because, you know, there was another surgery looming on the horizon with my mother-in-law, possibly with her ankle that she broke a couple years ago. So, and then the kids are here in Florida already. So it was time. So,
Yep.
Sorry to all and I put all this in a newsletter, so, sorry for, I mean, I had no choice. I didn't even have time to let people. I had wanted to make a nice orderly exit, but that wasn't going to happen with the landlord, with the situation that's going on over there. So I felt like it was God kicking us in the pants and saying, move along. So that's what we did. So anyway, consequently, had to pack up the house, had to, you know, coordinate it all, and we just moved down here less than a month ago. Or around a month ago, yeah. But then we had a trip, we were trying to push it because we had a trip planned with my cousin in Okeechobee. They have a summer home here, and I should say winter home. They winter in Florida. So we were going to go spend the time. We booked this last year, and so we were trying to get the move done to coordinate with this trip to Okeechobee, to coordinate with my market, which was down here. The shop's kind of not ready, so my husband had to go on this hunting trip, and now we're waiting. I have the retail space leased, and now I'm doing what they call the build out. So I'm, you know, fixing the walls, painting. They had some ugly indoor-outdoor carpeting, which you've already seen because I'm going to put that video prior to this one. So you will have already seen that. You will have seen the wall in the front that got taken down, and so now tonight my husband's home, and he should be going over to the shop and starting the install of the floor. We bought some vinyl planking, and it's like a floating floor, and it'll go right over the concrete slab. Or, you know, they put like an underlayment down, and then it goes right over the concrete. And I already started painting. I was in there yesterday doing the trimming out near the ceiling tiles. And I will go there today, this afternoon, after this video. I told Nancy, I'm like, it's now or never. We're recording because we've been saying for 3 weeks we're going to record, and we never did. We're always, something's going on. Got to go to storage. We got to go to the condo. We got to go to the other condo. It's just madness. So that's where we're at. I'm hoping to finish painting before I leave for Chicago, and then Saturday, most likely, we'll head back to Chicago. At that time, I'm going to put the shop, you'll still be able to place orders, but I'm going to put a disclaimer on the front that I'm leaving. All my merchandise is here in Florida. I'm going to Chicago, so, you know, there's going to be no one here packing up orders. So if you place an order, great, but it'll get shipped when I get back, which will probably be about 2.5 weeks. So hope to be back here by Easter.
Because you have to finish up at your condo,
yeah,
in Chicago and get it
on the market. It's not, you know, I have to do the last minute cleaning. There's some stuff down in the garage we gotta get out. I have to paint one wall and then maybe get the floors refinished.
Right. And I volunteered. I still have stuff. There was 3 bins that I couldn't get in my car. It was not stuff that was detrimental to get here, but it's stuff that belongs in the shop. So I already volunteered. If Cathy can't fit everything in her van, then I will load up my car again. And
I think she likes it here.
And very happily make another drive to Florida with her. So
yeah, she's not committed. The other sister lives in Florida also, the older sister. And she came down for this past weekend. We spent 3 days together.
We took her shopping. We never really knew she wasn't into all that stuff.
What did we do? The first day we went to
Washington.
Washington Oaks State Park. This beautiful park. Couple throughout the years, one family owned it, and then when the one spouse died, then they sold it to another family. It started like they imported orange trees, and they were starting an orange grove, and one of the wives was an avid gardener, and she started these beautiful gardens. It's just beautiful property, and it's right on the intercoastal, and it's just fun. Walk around and spend a couple hours looking at the scenery. And then the next day we went to the famous Daytona Flea Market, which is there. I think there's over 1,000 shops that are there.
That was fun, but Mary kind of crapped out. It was too much for her.
Too much walking.
Too much walking. But
up and down. I mean, it's like a grid, and so you go down one row, and then you can come back the other, and then go down that row. I mean, it's like think of a tic-tac-toe board, and with all the little aisles and up and down, and you can go, and after a while she's like, and she crapped out right before the most important part of the whole flea market, which is the fried peanuts, the boiled peanuts, the pickle place, the produce section. They have popcorn, they have caramel corn, cheese corn, regular kettle corn. They have bakery, and there's so many new things since the last time. And now I was just down here in January, and they have so much more new stuff now than they had back in January. It was just insane. All the new vendors. Oh, what was that other one? Remember that big long line?
that was for the pickle.
Was it the pickle? Like, we used to be able to walk up, and there might be one person waiting in line to buy the pickles. And when I say the pickle place, they have them sliced like bread and butter pickle, kind of that slice. Not spears, but they're sliced like bread and butter. And they have like these huge barrels filled with these different flavored pickles. And they have jalapeno, they have sweet and salty, they have, all different kinds of pickles, mustard flavored. And this line, they now have like those little, there's a name for those posts with a rope around it, and these people, the line is winding around behind them. Like, oh my gosh, I've never seen that. Normally we'd walk up, like I said, there was one person, maybe two people, and you wait in line for the pickles, and this was wrapped around. I'm like, holy cow. I mean, we are coming on the heels of Bike Week, because Bike Week is big, very big in Daytona with all the motorcycles, and that was the week prior. And then it is spring break for some schools, so there's a lot of spring breakers here right now. So, but never ever seen it that crowded before. Yeah. So. And
then the last day we went to, the last day Mary was here, we went to St. Augustine, which was very nice, but just unbelievably crowded.
Yeah, it was very, very crowded. I've never seen it that crowded either. I mean, I've seen it crowded, but not like this. This was exceptional. And like I said, I don't know if it's the spring breakers or motorcycle people. I'm not sure, but
that would be one place I'd like to go back again.
Well, because you just saw the shopping
I just
parts.
saw the shop. I'd like to see
There's all the
historical stuff I want to see. So.
And the fort, we didn't go to the fort, and there's all kinds of, like Flagler College is down there. They're all their properties. There's just a lot of history there. And then you saw as we were coming in over the bridge off the A1A, all the little boats, but they have other little things. You can walk around there. I mean, there's so much to do in St. Augustine.
There are a bunch of tours I saw that were of interest.
There's the Ripley's Believe It or Not tours. There's ghost tours. There's all kinds of. And the fort is kind of interesting. I mean, I said it was kind of once you see, the outside, you've seen the inside, but it is kind of interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
All right. Well, let's get to what we got here for. I don't want to continue to bore everybody to death
I'm sure they're not bored, but anyway, I wanted to give you just a little sampling. when I get this all set up in my shop, I will go through in more detail, but some of the things we brought home from market, so I'll show you that. Excuse my leaning over here. But of course, we have the new colors from Classic Colorworks. 3 new shades. We have Priscilla's Peppermint, Field of Green,
There's Priscilla's Peppermint.
Cottage Daisies,
Green.
and this was a Brenda color, the
Cottage
Storm-like
Daisies.
Sunrise. And sorry, you're probably not going to see the colors very well.
Yeah, they're coming out pretty good.
And then also the 2 new Belle the Finnegan Green and Sonoran Sunset. Those are really pretty.
There's your Sonoran, very pretty.
So-
and the Finnegan.
Let us know if you would like any of those. And the Weeks Dye Works floss. Let's rattle through this. We have Mountain Mist.
Mountain Mist. That's very pretty. That's pretty close to the one that Gentle Art had, so that's a nice one.
I think Gentle Art is a little greener.
Yeah.
This is Apple Pucker. Yeah, Apple Pucker.
Apple Pucker. There you go.
Chia.
Chia. That's a really pretty
I love
color.
this one. Sun Dried.
And sun-dried. Yeah. There you go.
And Winnie B. Blue. I don't know what
Winnie
the
B. Blue.
name is, what the deal is behind that name.
That's a very pretty blue, light blue. Good shade.
Oops,
Uh-oh.
my stuff is falling.
She's making a mess already.
2 new colors from Gentle Art. Ohio Sky.
That's a pretty one.
And Habanero.
Habanero. That's a nice one too.
We got some limited edition ones. I named them something or other. I named this one Jasper. Although Jasper I thought was green, but it couldn't be this one, which was acai, like an acai berry.
Very pretty.
And then we have various, I think that's what I knocked over, various
the bag for that?
packs, thread packs that go along with charts from designers. So if you need any of those, just let us know because I might have the pack in stock. Okay, one designer that always I come home with her stuff because I just love it is Jeanette Douglas. And here is Margaretha Schropfer. I think that's how you say it. A little pretty little sampler. And then she had, it looks like Margaret Meadows 1804. But it's spelled like Marguerite.
Let me rearrange here. Margaret Meadows. Alright, there's Margaret Meadows. Get rid of some glare here. Margaret Meadows.
And this is so cute. Chubby Bunny. She has a couple other chubby charts. And that's the Chubby Bunny. I'm just looking. Anne Perrin. Sorry for my rattling. Anne Perrin, 1841.
That's a beautiful one.
And this used to be a class piece. And I think this is fabulous.
Yes, very popular.
Tapestry of Stitches.
Beautiful.
And last but not least, my stitching box. It has 3 different things to it. Looks like the sampler. She's got some pillows there, the box top, of course, and then you've got all your insert pieces. And, you know, if you need the thread packs,
Embellishment packs we have for them.
we have all that with it. I think that's everything. I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, yes, I am. Vintage grapes.
Vintage grapes.
Okay, so that's Jeanette Douglas. Love her stuff. And, of course, the other person that I just love,
Of course.
and I'll show you what most people like. This is Kimberly from Samplers Not Forgotten. And I'm going to try to do something. She's in North Carolina, which is only, 2 states up from Florida. She's not very far. So I might try to work out something with her. But anyway, This was the most popular out of her offerings. This kit, complete kit, Key to My Heart kit. And then it's got all the stuff in the back.
There's the goodies that come with it.
However, as pretty as it is, and I know people every year she does a new heart, and that's why. But this was my favorite of hers. This regal bird. I love this bird so much. And this was like a popular theme. This bird was on a lot of different samplers and stuff that I saw. This, of course, comes with all the stuff in there. The ribbon and all the trims and, yeah. This was another great one, One Nation. I think this was a teaching piece, too.
One Nation. Beautiful. I love the house, of course.
Love this one, Double Crown.
Double Crown. Yeah, I did like that one too. But
Now this is kind of in keeping with, she did the last two markets, similar type samplers. This would make a nice, combo on your wall. This one's Garden of Stitches. I can't remember, I don't have the name of her other patterns that are, but same, similar, the line sampler.
different. Oh, okay. Like bands.
Band sampler, sorry, thank you.
Okay.
Posy basket, this was another cute little kit.
There's your posy basket. All the goodies that come with it.
I dropped that one, I'm gonna have to go get it. We have a couple more. Purple thread, I love Sharon's
Go
stuff.
get it. Pardon me while I get up.
Oh, that bag back there. Sharon, from the Purple Thread, she always comes up with really cute kits all the time. So I just want to show you some of these. And these particular kits come with the little bag. It's a little like canvas type bag. And when you open it, it's got all your stuff inside. But this one is called Willow's bag. And when you stitch it, you attach it to the bag itself. So that's what it looks like. Willow's bag. And everything you need. Of course, Sharon's kits are always complete. And she's got one called Shop Girl Flowers. And that's has all your stitching stuff. The cute little gardening girl looks like she's picking her flowers.
Everything you need there to complete this.
She's got this thing, Safe Touch. It's kind of a neat idea. So here, look on the back. Okay, so you get this piece of like wool felt. I think that's what it is. Okay, and then she had these created, these little wooden pieces. And what you do is you mount it. I believe they are magnetic. Yes, they're magnetic. So you mount them, you put one on this end and one on this end, okay? And then you fold it like that, and the two magnets kind of clamp over. So I don't know if you can see, she's got a hoop in here, okay? And so by doing this, you clamp it over your hoop or over your Q-snap on the one end, and then you can safely hold it. You know how you're always grabbing that one edge as you're stitching. And this is to keep your stuff so you have something to hold on to. And it'll stay magnetic, it'll stay attached, it's not going to fall off like if you just used a piece of fabric or something. So it's kind of, she calls it Safe Touch. So yes. So here's your stitching. You're going to clamp it around, like, not clamp it, but, put it around. The two wooden pieces are magnetic, and then you can safely hold it. And you don't have to worry about, your hands, the oils from your hands, or if you had dirt on your hands or something, or constantly grabbing it on that edge. And to keep that edge clean is what this Safe Touch is for. And it includes both these pieces with the magnets and the wool felt and the thread to sew it together. And that's all for $26. So I thought that was a really neat idea, something that the industry has been missing. Mm-hmm. Here's kind of like a drum. You can make a drum, or in this case, you put it around a jar and then dropped a candle inside. This is called Grow. So she's got her little like candle down on the bottom here. And you stitch that, and of course everything's in there to finish it. Mm-hmm. This one I love because this is my philosophy. I wouldn't call myself cheap. I'm very frugal, and it came from hanging around with a grandma who was a product of the Great Depression. So, you know, she washed foil, she washed out plastic bags, you know, you just make do. I love that whole thing of making do with what you have, you know, repair it rather than throw it out. And so this is a cute little pillowcase, pincushion pillow called Mend and Make Do. It got suddenly brighter in here. What happened? Maybe because I put that up close to the camera. And of course all the stuff is in there. Even the little safety pin that she has attached to the front. So cute.
Very nice.
Here's another one of hers in this little zipper. This is this little smaller one. This is a little bigger than a coin purse. The other one was like a pencil case size. But this one's called Heart to Heart. You stitch it and you mount it right on the front. And you hide your attaching with the buttons. I mean, she thinks of it all. And then this one I bought a bunch of because I thought this was so adorable. And you're not going to get it because I don't have the model. But I'm going to make a model, and these are going to fly out of the shop. And this is called Flower Drum Song. And it's a little baby drum about this big. And you stitch it, and you put it together, and it's super easy. And if you wanted, you could hang it on like a scissor fob or something. I think they're adorable. And that's $5.
$5. Yep.
The whole complete kit and caboodle.
$5.
Okay. This woman, we just got her, sorry, I'm off camera. We just got her charts in. I'm sitting in a camp chair because we don't really have chairs in here, so we kind of borrowed them. She did come to market, but for some reason she brought her models, but for some reason she couldn't bring her patterns. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but there was some distress in the email when she was saying what was happening, and so she didn't have her orders ready. I think maybe the printer screwed up. I'm not sure. But anyway, she was a very lovely lady, and she has very beautiful patterns. And here is that same bird thing. This one's called Let No Net Ensnare Me. And this is from 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. This is her reproduction. Love that bird. And then this is the original. Excuse me. I'm talking too much. And then this one is called Art is Long, Time is Fleeting. This is the Elizabeth Cole sampler. Oh, that's really terrible. But again, with those birds. And this is the original. Really, really nice samplers. And she was dressed all in reproduction. She does those reenactments. And so she was dressed in the time period. It was really neat, yeah. Mm-hmm. My friend Beth, I'm not showing all her stuff. I'll show her stuff when I get to Summer House. But she came out with, and this was in your bag, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I signed up for the auto ship on the
Oh my gosh.
the new fragments, 2023 fragments. Beautiful.
Yeah. Berlin wool work. And I love them. They're just, this is 1 and 2. They're just awesome. You could stitch it all in one piece or stitch them as little pillows like this. But I think Beth really knocked it out. I love the whole fragment series every year for, I think, the last 5-6 years she's done a fragment series. But this one is my all-time favorite.
I, of course, am going to do pillows to put in my dough bowl. I actually bought a couple dough bowls. I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but
No,
maybe I will. When I get my pillows done, I shouldn't say if, I said when I get my pillows stitched and put together, I will bring my dough bowl and we'll show you.
Now, the belle of the ball each year there's one designer that I spend the most at because of the amount of pre-orders I get. And this year was Miss Stacy Nash.
Absolutely.
This was her exclusive limited edition, she said, was, but I don't know how it could be limited edition because it's just a pattern. But anyway, A Walk Through the Garden, Pin Keep Stack. Love it, love it, love it. And then she made like this little stack of pillows. Okay, Spring Basket Pin Keep is another really pretty one. They're all beautiful. She did so many charts.
Trying to get a good view here for you without any glare.
Pretty and Pink Pin Keep. Birds of a Feather Needlebook. I love these. I would like to stitch these. She did a couple drums. Wonderful Life Pin Keep drum. Another drum I forgot to order, so it's not here. I don't know how I missed it.
It's on the way, I hope. Faded Garden is
Faded
the
Garden,
one
yeah.
somehow we
Forgot
missed.
to order it.
Yeah.
Big Blue House Pin Keep drum.
I love that one.
Yeah, that is really pretty. And this is kind of, you can see it set up as a drum. Sarah's Sewing Bag.
Another popular one.
Yeah. And then Stacy was kind of back and forth. She was getting some patterns printed or reprinted. I'm not sure. She was expecting a new grandbaby, and she didn't think she was going to be there, but then she was going to be there, and it was just kind of a little crazy. They had people stuck in the room. Her daughter was running the checkout. They had people helping in the back, and I went back several times. Well, I guess because the size of my order, I didn't want to hold up the line and make her add it all up right then and there. So I said, I'll come back. So then when I went back, they couldn't find my order or something like that, which wasn't a problem. But then they found my order. But then something was missing. Oh, and that Stacy was out and she was getting those reprinted. Okay, fine. So I'll come back the next day, which is Sunday, the last day. So Sunday, I go, everything's ready, pick it up, go. It's not till I got home from market that I discovered I was shorted on the chicken. There was a chicken.
Spring chicken.
Yeah. So those of you that ordered the spring chicken, I let Stacy know that it was shorted in my bag and she's mailing them out to me. So as soon as we get those, we will get them in the mail to you. These two I love. These are both with velvet. She likes to work with the velvet. And this one is Velvet Parsnip Needlebook with that bunny. I love that bunny. And my friend Melody ordered this. She's here in Jacksonville. She ordered this pattern, and I said, oh, we should do maybe the Guild, because I met Melody through, actually she was a customer first, and then she's part of the Do Clay chapter up in Jacksonville. And I said, oh, maybe we could do this as a Guild project. And she's like, or a shop project. So I think maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe this will be one of the first things. We're going to stitch this, and then the class will be to assemble it, put it all together. And Stacy's other was Velvet Tangerine Needle Block. And that is so cute. And then here's another picture of the inside. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we love all those. Oh, one more thing. Stacy also had, she had a bunch of little tchotchke things. She had waxers, she had all kinds of stuff. Her daughter is the one that makes the waxers. But now she's doing these little floss tags too with the waxer, and I thought that was kind of cute, so I ordered that. Okay. One thing that is very extremely popular is the Happiness is Homemade cookbook, of which Inspired Needle has a recipe in this year. I always say I was going to do it, and then finally this year I did it. So on page...
And here she goes. She's going to show the picture.
On page 18,
the dreaded picture.
Under soups and salads, you will see this is my, and it's not my recipe. It was, I belong to a church group and went to it, and one of the ladies served this recipe, served the soup, and I fell in love with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's got pumpkin, it's got rice, it's got chicken. I hate chicken, but I can eat it in this soup, or turkey, I mean. So it is the turkey wild rice pumpkin soup. And it sounds weird. Nancy was like, pumpkin? But I made it, and
It was pretty good.
Oh.
I wasn't thrilled, but I liked the cheeseburger soup you made yesterday. It was awesome.
no, I love this soup, and my husband likes it, my mother-in-law likes it, the kids like it. I've made it multiple times. I've taken it to various groups and stuff, and everyone always raves about the soup. So don't take her opinion. Take my opinion. So anyway, I did put it in there. And this is a picture. I couldn't find a Thanksgiving picture, but this is a family shot from many, many moons ago. This is not me. That's my cousin Robin. There's Nancy, though, right here in the end. And then my mom and dad are in there. My sister Mary's there in the back. Oh, there. My aunt. This is my one aunt. Not this aunt, but the aunt whose house this is. It was a convent. She was a nun, a Catholic nun. And we used to get together at the convent. So this is one of the nuns back there. That's my cousin Scott. It's a really fun picture. So family time. But like I said, I couldn't find a Thanksgiving shot, so I included this Christmas shot. So there we go. There's a recipe. Delicious. There's also recipes in here from Blackbird Designs. They have one, same as last year. And there was another one I thought that was people were going to try to order. I'm just looking real quick. Who else? Who was the other one that people were? Plum Street has one in here. A couple people were asking for Shepherd's Bush in here. People were asking, I want that Little Shepherd's Bush freebie. Well, it's not really free because it's in the cookbook.
Right.
So
this is the first year that they did the
spiral
spiral
bound. So it's really nice to just fold it back. And so there. If you need them, we've got them. Mm-hmm. And now for a couple more patterns. This is Birds of a Feather by Blackbird Designs. This is a reprint of this pattern, of course. And we have those in. And the only pattern, the only anything that I put my name on that I wanted personally from Market was this next one. And because, as Laura and Brenda always say, you just got to buy it. You got to own all the Blackbird Designs. So here is United We Stand, and this is a book of several out-of-print designs. And then they add some new ones in there too, but awesome book. So we bought plenty of copies, and there's plenty of things you can see. There's some pictures, how to put it together. So this will go into my, look at that up close picture. Love it. So this will go into my stitching stash of maybe one day. Hopefully, I will actually get to stitch. Oh, I forgot. Did I forget these?
Yeah, you forgot those.
Uh-oh. Gotta get these. Last one. I thought that was going to be my last one. But not. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, here. Last designer. Teresa Kogut. Needle and Flax.
Needle and Flax. I can't see that. There you go. That looks better.
Here is Egg Collector. This was one of her exclusives. And by exclusive, they just mean that not every shop. Only shops that attended Market can sell it for the first 30 days. It's not like it forever. It'll get in general public. So if your shop didn't go to Market, they can't get that pattern right now, but at the end, after March is over, they should be able to order it. Here's Kindred Spirits. I mean, Teresa knocked it out of the park, too, with all these.
Oh, yeah.
Strawberry Manor. Love that one. Remember Me.
That one I bought.
Okay. This is a really pretty one. Beauty Fades. I think that's the Proverbs. 31 woman. Yeah, woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. And this is my favorite.
No, I'm just saying the name of it.
This is my favorite out of all Teresa's. The folksy part of it, I love. I could see that being like a nice rug hook or something.
Yeah. It could
But
be.
I like that. Okay, so we're all done. Wow, we're going to be almost 45, 50 minutes. So
Yeah, well, that's good.
Good video. You guys deserve it. We've been neglectful lately, so hopefully as things kind of get back to normal, she won't always be here, but...
Well, I had an idea I could record a short video of my stitching progress.
Or your group when you get together
Or
with
our
your
group.
nerds.
And then I can send it along to Cathy, and she can add it to her videos if she wants. So
I'm going to have to find some new Flosstube people's... Or, like, if I have stitching things at the shop, if people come stitch, then I can record that and film that if we have finishing, or if we do, like, the velvet parsnip book, do that. So... It's been a long time, and I apologize for the delay, and it's just, I'm glad the worst part is over. The move was the worst thing ever in my life. I never, ever want to go through that again. So, It's one thing to move from, one house to another house, maybe across town, or, in a couple minutes away. And then you can do a little bit every day, or even, on the weekends. But this, to have everything... we not only rented a 26-foot truck with 2 mover guys helping us, we also had to rent a little pull-along cube thing.
8-foot trailer.
Yeah, on the back. Or was it 8 or 10? I don't even know. Maybe it's 10 foot. Because we ran out of room in the truck, and it still all wasn't in there. And we had to, oh my gosh, we had to get a motorcycle in there. We had shop stuff. They could only load the truck up so far, and then we had to go to Nancy's to get the rest of the shop stuff, and then back to my house to fit. It was, like I said, never, ever want to do that again. So kudos to everyone who moves around, military people and all that. It's a lot of work.
And Cathy lost a flip-flop.
Yeah, I had a pair of flip-flops in my bag because I had a pack for Okeechobee first, and then I had a bag of clothes to pack for Market. And I put a pair of, sandals. A wedgie sandal. I put a pair of wedgie sandals in my bag so I could wear it to Market. And I get to Florida, and I open up that bag, which was in the truck. Just, my husband took the bag and tossed it in there. It didn't fall out, so I only have one sandal. I don't know where the other is. I'm hoping... Because Nancy remembers, too, when we were at my house before we moved, I unzipped that bag. I was looking for something, and I'm hoping I took out the sandal to shuffle through stuff, and then I'm hoping it's still in my house in Chicago. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah. We'll clue you in on the continuing saga of the missing sandal. So, on that note, Nancy has no stitching, but hopefully she'll update us soon.
It was my time, I brought stitching with me because I was gonna, I was gonna swim every day, and then I was gonna stitch an hour every day. But I swam once in the ocean. Oh, that was so much fun. The waves were so strong that day, and they were knocking me over, and I was waving, help me. My brother-in-law had to come and rescue me because I had left my sandals on when I was in the ocean, and then I have a bum foot, so I couldn't get back up. My sandal kept sticking in the sand, and I would fall over again. So when my brother-in-law was looking down towards me, I waved, and he came and got me. He's like, got yourself in a little pickle, did you? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But it was so much fun. It felt like a 5-year-old that day.
Yeah, but it was only nice those first few days when we got back from Market, and then it got cool. Not cold, but coolish, where you don't want to be in the water.
Yeah. So I didn't, my plan to stitch and swim every day kind of fell through, but that's okay. We were shipping out orders and organizing and things like that. So, but I have an enjoyable time here. I'm ready to go home. I miss my cat. I miss my recliner.
Yeah, that's one thing that we don't have
no recliner at the mother-in-law's house.
Yeah.
That is like sacrilege. It's terrible.
She has one, but it's more of a rocker than a recliner.
You think it might be broke?
It might be. I don't know.
I don't want to open it.
She doesn't lift it up. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'll ask my brother-in-law.
Yeah. I know it used to recline. I don't know if it still does, but.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll like I said, I might be back. Cathy needs my car to load more stuff in. So, but I'll be back for visits, and then you never know. I mean, I really like Palm Coast. It's a nice, cute little town.
Yeah, and we might need help. I mean, eventually, maybe. Starting out, I'm sure I'm not going to be super busy, but you never know. We've been busy, just the two of us, just working out of my mother-in-law's dining room. So
yeah, exactly. And you know, I have a job now, and if I decide to move down here, I still have the same job. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe Cathy will look out for places affordable for me down here. Yeah. Maybe that will help encourage me. So we'll see. All right, and I did not see no alligators or any alligators. So far I'm okay with. Yeah, we drove past the alligator farm. Yeah, alligator farm in St. Augustine. We did drive past, but there were none visible. Yeah, no alligators, and it's not hurricane season. Yeah. So far so good. Yeah. And just when we're going to be heading off to Chicago, it's going to start getting nice and warm here. Of course. Yeah, it'll be like 87. If we leave in 3 days, it's going to be 87 that day. Yep. And then we'll go, but it's getting warmer in Chicago in the mid-50s, so. Yeah. It's been 60s here, 50, 60. It warms up pretty fast. Sometimes it gets up in close to 70, and then, but with the sun, it's really warm. You could wear shorts, like yesterday I had shorts on, but the previous days before that it wasn't. Yeah. But anyway. That's thanks for watching. Thanks for not forgetting about us, and I'll get, once we make a little more progress on the shop, I'll show you more of that, and as I get stuff set up, show you other new stuff from Market. She'll definitely do a new video, shop tour video. Yep. You see the old and the crud, and now you see the new stuff. Yep. Okay, and until that next time, Flosstube, may your needle be inspired. Bye. See you later.